Now, so we have this question on bearing. We have Q is 16 kilometers on a bearing of 040 degrees from P. R is directly south of Q at the east of P. And S is 12 kilometers on a bearing of 120 degrees from R. So I want us to make a sketch of this. A sketch of this. Now, the keyword here is from. So the first thing, identify this point. So make a compass. Make a compass. You're making a sketch. Make a compass there with a north there, and this east, this west, and this south. When you're measuring bearing, we always measure the angles in a clockwise direction from the true north. So we measure these angles like this. So when you get your protractor, your zero will be there. Your protractor will be like that. So our from P is the one that is on the compass, P. So our point P is here. This P. An angle of that 40 degrees, because it's a sketch. 40 degrees, itakujia to get 040 degrees. At 040 degrees. So at the 16 kilometers. So Q is here at the 16 kilometers. At 16 kilometers. 16 kilometers. Then there is something that we said when you want to draw the other compass, that R is directly south of Q. When you want to make this compass at 90 degrees, because this angle is 40 degrees, this one, and the line joining P and Q is always a transverse, because the compass at P and the compass at Q are always parallel. So this one, you can measure an angle of 40 degrees from here for you to make sure that the compass is straight. To make sure that the compass is straight. That's a compass. Compass at Q. You measure 40 degrees from this line. From this line to this, you measure 40 degrees. So that this angle will be 40 and this is 40. Because this line joining P, the compass at P and the compass at Q, they are parallel. So the line joining PQ is a transversal. And angles, these are alternate angles. And alternate angles are equal. So this angle is 40. That's how to make a compass. So when you will be drawing the accurate, we use this one and measure this angle is 40. Then R is directly south of Q. Directly south. Directly means on the south. South of Q and east of P. Directly south at an angle of 90 degrees. Sorry, at an angle of 180 degrees from the true north of Q. Directly south. At an angle of 180 degrees. And then east of P. So your point R is there. Your point R is here. So that's where your point R is. Exactly at east of P and directly south of Q. You have already identified R. Next. S is 12 kilometers. S is 12 kilometers on a bearing of 120 degrees from R. The keyword there is from R. At R, make a compass at R. Make a compass at R. S is 120 degrees. Sorry, is 120 degrees from R. So from R here we have the true north. You know this angle was a straight line. So therefore the compass can get up. So and then also this one. Make an angle of 120 degrees. A sketch of 120 degrees will be like that. Look like that. Because you are measuring now from the true north of R. So this angle is 120 degrees. So therefore we have our S there. S. Our S is there. S is there. So this is 12 kilometers. 12 kilometers. So that's a sketch. So that is how your sketch will look like. So once you get the sketch, you can now draw accurately. The scale was 1 centimeter represent 2 kilometers. 1 centimeter to represent 2 kilometers. 1 centimeter to represent 2 kilometers. So therefore, take this 16 kilometers divided by 2. This one will measure 8 centimeters. When you're measuring, and this is 12 kilometers. 12 divided by 2, this will be 6 centimeters. So that's a sketch. So that's a sketch. So you can now go to the question directly because you already have the question. So you already have the sketch. Sasa?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what you get. So let's draw, make our accurate drawing. So take your compass now. Take your protractor. Take your measure an angle of, make a compass and measure an angle of 40 degrees. So that compass should be at 90 degrees, exactly at 90 degrees. 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 So there's our compass here. This, we have north. So this is P. Put your protractor like this. Measure 40 degrees. That's exactly 40 degrees. Then you have point it. Then measure 8 centimeters. This line should be 8 centimeters. That line should be 8 centimeters. So that line should be 8 centimeters. That line should be 8 centimeters. Then from there, this angle is 40. So from this line, measure an angle of 40 degrees. This 40 degrees equals 40 degrees. So measure 40 degrees from this line. From this line, you get 40 degrees. So that line is at 90. I hope you're okay with measuring that angle.
Yes.
Then draw this line straight at an angle of 90 degrees. And then you also extend this line for you to identify P, to identify point R. East of P and the south of Q. If you take this one, if this is 8 centimeters, and this angle is 40 here and upper 40, you draw the line, you mark the point R. You mark R. So you have that.
Yes.
Then at point R, because you have already got R, please get measure an angle of 120 degrees from this. Use your protractor, measure an angle of 120 degrees. Then measure 6 centimeters. Because it was 12 divided by 2, 6. Measure 6 centimeters. You'll have your point S. You'll have your point S. You'll have your point S. Like that. You'll have your point S. Did you have the whole of that one?
Yes.
Now we can go to the question. We can go to the questions. Now, the distance in kilometers. So in our question, we are told, from the scale drawing, determine the distance in kilometers from P to S and the bearing of P from S. Is that okay? That's what I want us to find from there. So, measure distance, PS, P to S. Join this. Measure this distance,